Myself, Dr. Shweta Pandey from CCP. I am working as an assistant professor. Today's our topic for discussion is plant tissue culture. As the name suggests, plant tissue culture, you can easily understand. Culture means to grow something. So, plant tissue culture means to grow a plant cell. Now, the detailed definition of plant tissue culture is, what does plant tissue culture mean is, plant tissue culture is an in vitro technique where we can grow an entire plant from a single cell in an aseptic environment. Here we need an plant cell and a nutrient media and a completely aseptic environment for the growth of a plant cell. Now, from this definition, one question may arise in your mind that when the plant are growing in natural from since time immemorial, then why there is a need of plant tissue culture? Why do we need a specialized technique to grow plant inside a lab? So, there are certain reasons for the development of plant tissue culture technique. I am telling you with a point of view of pharmacy point of view. The first one is, the very first reason is regular and uniform supply of raw material. As we know, in pharmaceutical industry, we are producing various new drugs from the starting where the plant source is acting as a starting material. So, for regular and uniform supply of raw material, we need a technique so that we can have a regular supply of raw materials. Second one is for crop improvement. As we know, when a plant is growing naturally, various kind of infection can occur to that particular plant. Here in plant tissue culture, we can produce an entirely plant different from any kind of microbes, even from a diseased plant. I mean to say that from a diseased plant, by using plant tissue culture, we can produce a disease-free plant here. The third one is hybrid variety. By using plant tissue culture, we can produce hybrid variety. Hybrid variety means what? Hybrid variety means here we can produce a certain species with desirable characters and traits. For example, if we see then a certain plant is having a particular character, like is having disease resistant gene in itself, and a second plant is having a characteristic of producing secondary metabolite in higher concentration, and we need that we need a plant variety where the plant should be resistant to viruses, bacteria also, and there should be a maximum yield of secondary metabolite. So, to incorporate these two specific characters in a single plant, we can produce hybrid variety by using plant tissue culture. The method by which we can produce hybrid variety of plant, it is somoclonal variation by protoplast fusion. Now, I hope you understood that why there is need of plant tissue culture. Now, we will understand what are the basic characteristics, what are the unique properties of a plant cell that are responsible for this technique. Why this technique has emerged. I have told you the reasons from pharmaceutical point of view. Now, there are two unique properties of a plant cell, which is, we can say, it's a basis of plant tissue culture. The first one is totipotency. Totipotency means it is the ability of plant cell that a single cell of plant can grow into a new entire plant. I hope you are understanding that a single cell means it can be a cell from leaf, it can be a cell from root part, it can be a cell from fruit part, it can be a cell from stem part. And every cell of a plant have the ability to generate a new entire plant. That is called totipotency. Here you can see the diagram also. This is a plant part, it's a root part, and the cell is isolated from this root part. Then it is cultured using aseptic environment and nutrition media, and the whole young plant is generated here. It's explained that how a single cell is producing a new entire plant. The second unique property of a plant cell is the plasticity. Plasticity means the plant cell have the ability to adapt in various environment. Mean to say, wherever the plant cell is being put, it is the ability to modify itself into according that environment. So these are the two basic properties which are responsible, and we can say it's a basic of plant tissue culture. If you can also understand like this, if a plant doesn't have these two unique property, we don't have the concept of plant tissue culture. So these are the two basic unique properties. Next, there are certain terminology which you should understand for further classes, that when you will know what are the meaning of these terms, you can easily understand the further process. The first one is explant. In other classes, we will again and again use the word explant. So you should know what is the meaning of explant. So explant means any living tissue which is used to plant tissue culture, means which is transferred to a artificial media for the generation of a new plant. So whenever we will use explant, you can easily understand that explant is a single living cell we are using to create a new plant. Next one is callus. After putting the explant, means a single cell into a nutrient media, artificial nutrient media, what we see, the single cell will multiply and create a callus. Callus means group of cell. You must be aware that we human beings and plant cell, we are group of cells, but here the group of cells are differentiated. For example, in us, if it's a finger, this is a group of cell, but it is differentiated into a morphology, that is a finger. If it's a nose, it's a group of cell and it is differentiated into a morphology, that is node. And the same in the case of plant also. If there is a leaf, it is simply what it is a group of cells, but it is differentiated into a particular morphology. So what does callus mean? Callus means undifferentiated mass of cells. It is only the grouping of cells, but cells are not differentiated, means there is no any kind of morphology, but only there will be undifferentiated of mass, which is called callus. The third one is undifferentiated. Undifferentiated I have already discussed. Undifferentiated मतलब सेल्स जिनकी कोई भी मॉर्फोलॉजी नहीं हुई है, ग्रुप्स ऑफ सेल्स हैं बट उनका कोई भी पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रक्चर नहीं है, कि वो लीफ भी नहीं है, वो रूट भी नहीं है, वो स्टेम भी नहीं है. So this is undifferentiated. Redifferentiated means organ formation from undifferentiated cells, and the last one is organogenesis. Organogenesis, simply genesis means development, organ means organ. So cell से organ development को कहा जाएगा organogenesis. These are the basic requirements for plant tissue culture. If we have need to grow a plant in lab, so these are the basic thing. More elaborative we have discussed. We will discuss in further classes. The first one is explant, nutrient media and aseptic area. Explant I have discussed earlier. Nutrient media is the artificial media to provide all kind of nutrition to the explant, and aseptic area is an area which is free from microbes. If you will not able to produce a aseptic area, so what will happen? With the presence of nutrition media, the other bacteria and virus can also develop, can grow. And the last, there is a application of plant tissue culture, where we can apply this technique of plant tissue culture. The first one is micropropagation. Micropropagation means development of variety of plant from a single cell is called micropropagation, which is not possible in nature. Second one is disease-free plant. As I have discussed earlier, by using plant tissue culture technique, we can produce a disease-free plant from even from a diseased plant also. Third one is secondary metabolite production, which is prime focus of us because of pharmacy student. Secondary metabolite production, we can increase the yield of secondary metabolite production by using plant tissue culture. Next one is synthetic seed production and producing hybrid plants, I have discussed earlier. Now, the detailed technique, how it is done, we will discuss in next class. Thank you.